This is WBZ News.
Now at 5:30, an I-Team investigation into the money coming out of our taxes and going to prisons. I'm Paula Eben.
And I'm Chris Tanaka. The average stay in prison about 4 years, which means most incarcerated people, they do get out. But while they're behind bars, Paula, are they getting the education they need, job training to keep them from going back? Well, the I-Team's chief investigator, Cheryl Fiandaca, dug into the data and went looking for answers.
Sent to prison at 17, these are some of the only photos Mac Hudson has of his more than 3 decades behind bars.
I was incarcerated for 33 years, mostly on a crime that I didn't commit.
Mac is now on parole and working with prison legal services. But he says few inmates get an education or are taught the skills to make it on the outside.
I feel like we're purposely being set up to fail.
Want to roll for me?
Being set up to fail because advocates say programs like this dog training and dozens of others listed in the Department of Corrections brochure are not always available or open to everyone.
The majority of those programs that's listed there don't exist. Then there's some programs that used to exist that no longer exist.
The department's fiscal year 2024 budget is more than $800 million, but the I-Team found less than 2%, or just $10 million, is earmarked for education and reentry programs.
It doesn't work because people get out of prison. And they get out of prison, and when you have warehoused them and treated them inhumanely, you're setting them up to fail when they get out.
The I-Team found the average annual cost to house an inmate in Massachusetts is more than $178,000.
We are one of the most expensive prisons systems in the country. Currently, there are only 113 individuals that are incarcerated students in a higher degree education program. That's out of over 6,000 incarcerated people. That is, across the board, shameful numbers, right, for a result for a department that costs taxpayers $800 million a year.
The Department of Corrections shared these recent Tufts University MCI Concord inmate graduation photos, telling the I-Team its in-demand job skills training and transformative mentorships has reduced recidivism to a historic low.
Massachusetts has made a lot of progress in funding reentry after prison, but it hasn't done the same work to help people while they're in prison.
Records show the state released 1,360 prisoners in 2022. Advocates say most leave prison unprepared and unskilled, with little chance of breaking the cycle.
And so when they get out, there really is a sink or swim mentality. The unfortunate consequence is that most folks don't get service, and particularly at the bottom is black and brown folks who really don't get service at the end of it.
Recently, 5 incarcerated men at the state's Gardner prison filed a lawsuit against the Department of Correction, alleging it's not providing them with the programs they need to be eligible for parole or clemency. Cheryl Fiandaca, WBZ News.